What is the best fishing rod to catch sunken treasure? Since the sunken set is considered items, item chance is important. Sunken treasure also has a pity system in which every 3,000 fish you catch guarantees a sunken treasure. This makes the leering stat even more important. This forces us to balance the lure and item chance stats. Let's take a look at the two best rods right now. The two main rods are the bronze rod and the collector's rod. The bronze rod, found at Palo Town, gives 1.2 leer speed but only 0.8 item chance. The collector's rod, found at Shell Island, gives only 0.8 leer speed but 1.2 item chance. I initially thought the wooden rod could be good since the total stats are the same, but its enchantments give less stats because it is lower level. To determine which rod to use, we have to compare which stats help us get sunken treasure. On one hand, leer speed allows us to get the sunken pity faster, but it only accounts for leering speed and not time to recast. On the other hand, item chance increases the chance of getting an item directly, but it does not help you get sunken pity. After doing some calculations, it turns out that the bronze rod outperforms the collector's rod for both leering and magnetic enchants. For this reason, we'll choose the bronze rod. The two main fishing rod enchantments are leering and magnetic. Leering gives 0.3 leer speed and magnetic gives 0.3 item chance. If every stat is linear, magnetic bronze and leering collector rods maximize the two stats. Then again, leer is a better stat since it reaches the pity faster and allows you to catch more fish. That's why I decided to calculate the best fishing rod using some code and graphing. If the leer stats accounts for more than 87% of the time fishing, the leering bronze rod is the best rod. If it affects only 66 to 87% of the time fishing, the magnetic bronze rod is the best rod. Assuming that it takes around 30 seconds to lure a fish and 5 seconds to cast and recast, which is around 86%, the best fishing rod would be the magnetic bronze rod. Not much behind it are the leering bronze and the leering collector's rods, being about 0.4% and 1.8% worse respectively. However, the magnetic collector's rod does not even come close, being about 14% worse than the magnetic bronze rod. Many people assume that just because the magnetic collector's rod has the highest item chance, that it is the best rod when fishing for sunken treasure. We have just showed that it is in fact the opposite, actually being the worst fishing rod for sunken treasure. Here's a summary of what we found. Leer is a better stat than item chance since it allows you to catch fish faster and reach the sunken pity faster. Leer speed might not affect the total time you spend catching fish, perhaps only 86% of it. If the time spent leering a fish is 30 seconds and the time spent catching and recasting is 5 seconds, the magnetic bronze rod is the best rod for catching sunken treasure. The leering bronze rod is barely worse, and you can use it if you want to catch normal fish. Unlike popular opinion, the magnetic collector's rod is actually the worst rod in the game for getting sunken treasure, and the leering collector's rod is the second worst. If you are one of those people that believe that a certain fishing rod has a connection with RNGesus, you can throw away all the information in this video. Who knows, these calculations are all based on assumptions.